Um, how can I answer this question? Um, Me as a coach, I come at the final part of your whole sum up. I'm the least important. Agu is the main character in this whole story. Um, I'm very happy for him as an individual because he's looking for these moments. We're trying to get him into positions and in a certain awareness where he can have more impact on the team because he has special qualities as well. But his output is way too low. So that is also some weight on his shoulders. But he's working so hard day in, day out to improve this. And that is what I see and the outside world doesn't see. So for me, I have all the confidence I need to have to put him on the pitch and have him help the squad. And that's what he did today, so I'm very happy for him, but I'm extremely happy for the team as well because, as you've seen, this second goal is something that we work on every day. And the timing was perfect, the movement was perfect, and then the finish was there. So that makes me happy as a coach overall, but I come way down the line.
Hey Coach, Matt Macon, Hudson River Blue. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask about Hannes Wolf. Didn't play last game, wasn't in the squad today.
Yeah.
Any update on that? Is it just rest or is it something?
Oh, that's the interesting thing for your partner on your right side, because Hannes was supposed to start. But yesterday when we had our final training session, he got in a tackle with, I think it was Seymour, hurt his foot and wasn't good enough today. So we had to prepare Agu and the rest is clear.
Right back here, and we'll go over there.
Hey Pascal, Jonathan Mackey in New York.
Hi, John.
Congrats on the win. I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to say you put on the tracksuit again and it's another win. But my real question is, can you talk a little bit about Nico and Alonso's relationship on and off the pitch? I know it's a little new, but Nico has assisted Alonso's last 2 goals. Can you see what you just seen from the two on the training pitch and on the pitch today as well?
Yeah, I would say, to keep it simple, when you bring creative minds, brilliant minds together, they understand each other within no time, and that understanding was there from the first second when they entered the training pitch. So for me, this is no surprise. The way he assisted Alonso's goal against Dallas, the way he prepares this second goal also with Agu, who finished it, that doesn't come as a surprise to me because, like I said, their minds are locked in. So we just have to make sure that they keep themselves in sync. But don't forget Maxi also, because he's in there also somewhere. So it's up to us as a technical staff to make sure that these brilliant minds work together in and out of possession to show good things.
Go to the third row.
Jason Sharp, Brooklyn Digest. How massive was Freeze's save on that penalty kick around the 55th, keeping your lead at 2-0?
Yeah, massive, because that was a moment, and we spoke about this during halftime as well. There were just a few moments in the game or areas, if you will, they were looking for to get more involved in the game. It was the set piece, it was the corner. They were looking for something. They tried to beat us in behind a few times, and when we allowed them to switch from left to right or the other way to get their wingers in the 1v1, those were the moments we really had to be switched on. So they didn't have any shot on target the first half, and I believe this penalty kick was the first one on frame. So Matt's save was huge, because that could have given them the momentum back in order to fight themselves into the game, and we denied it, or Matt denied it.
Perfect. We'll go right here on the second row.
Hey Coach,
Hi.
Halen Harouf from Fibro 30 in the outfield. I wanted to ask about Pepe.
Yeah.
We've seen you have a bit of positional fluidity throughout the season with Justin, and sometimes Pepe's in central midfield and sometimes in the wing. With Nico coming in, does this mean that we'll see Pepe a little bit more regularly in the central midfield, or?
Could be. No, but that's the thing. We're very blessed to have a very talented squad, and Pepe as an individual has been struggling last season physically. His body wasn't working with the plans he had in his mind. And this season, since he's been helped going into this season and is coming to full strength, you can see how impressive he can play, and his qualities allow him to play in several areas on the pitch. So it's a interesting conversation with him, because where he thinks he plays his best game, but I also have to think of the team, and that's the good thing about Pepe. He's a real team player, so he will play wherever the team needs him, and that's how it should be.
Hey Pascal, just another question. Could you speak a little about the defensive performance tonight? It's your second clean sheet of the season, the first one since that 4-0 win against Atlanta. What went into it, and what do you think your backline got right today to shut out Club León?
That's a good question, because I answered after the last game we played, because we got smacked 3-0, and that didn't look good defensively in a few moments, but personnel wise, there were some other guys on the pitch. With Berg leaving the club and Thiago being unavailable, we have to find the best relationship in the back four again in order to perform at our best, and today was pretty decent, but it all starts with being competitive. That was the conversation going into this game, because the first half in the previous game we were nowhere near being competitive, and that changed in the second half, and that's a mentality. So if you see how Tavon Gray defends today, if you see how Tanner defends, how determined they are, Justin out of the question because he's been very stable all over. And even Kevin today had a better defensive performance than he did in the previous game. So this will help us go forward, but this clean sheet helps, nothing more than that.
One more question over here, and then we'll go to 2 questions on Brazil. We'll be back on.
Not advocating pulling Alonso from the lineup, but when you pulled him out and brought in Goulet, when you had the 4 Argentinians together for about that 15 minutes, that was fun. And I know fun isn't your first requirement there, but is that, what did you think of those 4 together, and is that something we see down the stretch for the final 10 games in the league?
It could be a shape that we need, because at the moment Alonso is our number 9. You can see the kid Seymour Reed is not really breathing down his neck, but he's on his way. So Alonso had a small issue in his back going into the game, like we talked about. It was good to go to start, but I didn't want to take any risk after 60 minutes, so we pulled him off, and Nico finished there. But then you can see also the quality of Nico, that he understands how to play in every area up front, which is very interesting. But then you have 3 guys around him that also have that feeling with him, and then it's fun to watch. It's different, those things as well, but we just approach it as we always do. We have to play 2 finals, including the one today. We managed to win this one. Our mission is to win the 3rd one as well, and then look if it's enough to go to the next round. But that's tournament football at its best, I think. Regarding Alonso, it's also interesting, because like I mentioned earlier, he has another creative mind that is looking for him once we're in possession. So I think Alonso is really happy with the involvement that Nico can give into our game. Alonso himself has gone through difficult times, not scoring in a few games, getting a little restless as a striker, but in Dallas he showed his quality again. And we all support him, and that shows on the pitch also, because he's enjoying himself, and when he enjoys himself, then you get the best out of him.
Thank you, Coach. That's all for tonight.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.